I did before, and I didn't set the stage on fire then, so hopefully I won't now. There we go. Alright. This book came out a couple months ago. I have a lot of copies, please buy them. Because my love is not a Holocaust. I watched an infomercial on YouTube. A man told me that nobody could hold a gun to my head and make me feel like I was finally living my life. He told me that my personality could become a dynamic representation and actualization of the void that sits inside of me. The old man was in desperate need of money when he said this. His clothes were clean and ironed tightly, but they looked cheap, so I couldn't believe him. First day. A bar on the first floor of a hotel, empty now except for 2 men and a bartender. The first man can be the variable X due to his insistence. The second man can be the variable N due to his inebriation. X says to N, the problem is that within this void, my coffee table costs as much as a blowjob. If I try to consider shopping anywhere other than a screen, I realize I can't deal with an object in front of me that I haven't already paid for. I wake up in the middle of the night screaming and feel immediately ashamed. I stay at bars until they close because if I wake up screaming in my bedroom, I'll jump off my balcony. On certain weekends, I want this to happen. Keep talking to me. It's terrific. I don't understand a word. Your voice makes me feel like somebody loves me. I'm tired of waking up to find myself getting fucked by the ghost of a memory. Or maybe I'm losing my mind and that's you. We can fuck whenever you want to. There's a place we can go. It's dark. There are no windows for you to fly away from me through. I need a personal experience that involves me coming to terms with a new death. I want to keep thinking of your name instead of mine so I can get away from narcissism. I can only be in love when I'm gripped by loss. You should make sure you lock your windows at night. If you were beautiful and rich, I would let you fuck me in all of your decadence. Second day.
Yeah.
A man half buries mirrors in the forest and they reflect nothing but the light of the sun. Ghosts moving in and out of the trees, they come out of the mirrors, they keep images there, these images become ghosts. The ghosts are always haunting in ways that I know neither of us can. Fuck! Why is this happening? When I think about love, it involves the lights in the room more than any other person. I can't deal! At the bar that night, a man and I drank until drunk while aged transsexuals paid for our drinks, told them they were beautiful, really meant it, you were terrified, so we all laughed. We watched her dance on the stage with only the flicker of the strobe light for sound, a throbbing bass from the club next door past the walls and shook our feet. You were crying and I understood that you were finally coming to terms with running through the forest to watch the mirrors like shouts. I woke up and discovered sun. Together in the fog of dawn, the man and I pick up pieces of mirror and laugh as we joke about slitting each other's throats. I can't deal with you fucking anyone else. In his bed we catch sleep, I dream of light. I am disgusted by my sentimentality. I leave the bedroom and take a cab to meet another man from another night who told me he would pay my apartment's rent if I let him videotape me putting cigarettes out on his feet as he jacked off. He is old and his soles will feel like leather. My rent is due in 3 days. Third day. Another man takes me to a land covered in ice. When asked to explain why I suffer such a deeply felt hatred for heterosexuality, I answer by melting glaciers to reveal a hidden continent. This is fluidity. The man's body has become ice and I want to shape the cold into a frozen sun. I watch the sun set and think of the man going down on me. I watch the man set as the sun and I realize the ice is melting. The ice comes back and I have to shape the mess of the man's space into the sun again. When the man's sun melts my sculpture, I will lie in the shell that his flesh has left behind. I want to wear his skin like a designer jacket. Fourth day. When I stare at tiles on bathroom floors, my eyes rack out of focus as I find patterns and shapes. Swirling these shapes decorate my sight as my body rids itself of waste. My ship becomes important and I die a million deaths before I know that I too am important. Outside, a heavy fog. I wrote a stupid story about a man dressed up as a minotaur leading me through a labyrinth and finding myself separated from my own body and then finally getting to come or something, but after I finished jerking off, I couldn't make sense of whatever it was I was trying to say. When I have no money to spend on alcohol, I jerk off until my cock is too raw to sit in my pants. Fifth and final day. My love is a performative act and I need 100 voices to air my desire. I read an article about Israeli Holocaust art and how most works that react to the event demand silence, emphasizing how inexpressible the event was, particularly to those who endured it. But my love is not the Holocaust, and any sort of comparison seems demeaning to all parties involved. Because my love is not a Holocaust, I should be able to pin down something definite. I will make a list. The you of my list is hypothetical, because right now I get paid to love in front of a video camera, and there is no perfection in artifice. I love when I punch you and you bleed and you cry, haha, and I laugh. I love when you look terrified when you encounter ghosts. I love when you recover from death exhausted. I love your limp and your chin and your hairline and your hair and your face and your arms and your shoulders and your back and your chest and your ass and your dick and your thighs and your legs and your armpits and your feet. I love the way your body sits. I love when I come apart because of the impossible, which is you. This is why my theatricality needs an audience. Tomorrow I will find a man and make him come onto my palms. I will taste it and it will feel like salt. After we've all gone to sleep. Thanks.
Yeah.
For the rest of my act, I just finished smoking this cigarette.
I like that reading.
Anybody have any questions?
What's your book?
This one's 12, and I also have copies of 14 Dreams of Death, which is a collaboration with Kim Bauman and Blake Butler for 10, or you can get them both for 20.
Why is that board in the window now?
I don't know, I have a question too.
You know, we were boarded up. I had to come up here and take some of the... Yeah, we had some... the landlord sent some people out, apparently. I wasn't aware of it until a neighbor informed me. And so I caught up here today and took one of the boards down. This was open, and then they took out our candles. So, yeah, I had to do a candle run. We had a stash up here, so they know about us.
So we're even more illegal now. Everyone
Exactly.
And now for my final dramatic reading, I will just say, fuck cops, the end.
Yeah.